Musel nen ko jikumon chini kwat symphonat Alexis Nenchin bachini ning Gas TV mumalab topic cheko mulab don muto shikike shtog nasara ko panan kini the value o chini umato shikike topic che shiket so the upatong ku fot mun upatong shiba nenye lerit mun kabut. um I'm still welcoming you once again, wherever you may be and wherever you may be watching us from. And like I said, I'm Alexis Nenchin, and this is Ngas TV, and we're so proud to have you watching us from afar. I can see a lot of people are tuning in. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, depending on where you're watching us from. And so today's topic is gonna be the benefit of adding value or the benefit of supporting your family. And yesterday we talked about the benefit of adding value to someone's life, and most especially we are looking at the Ngas clan, Ngas community as a whole. So it is essential, as we talked about yesterday, the benefit or the importance of adding value to someone's life, because there are a lot of people out there, a lot of youth, a lot of men and women who are yet to identify their self. They're yet to figure out what area they specialized on. So it is your duty, if being having the opportunity and the chance to be able to see that, and then you reach out to such people and add value to their lives, give them a meaning to life, help them discover themselves. And with that kick-up start, they will be able to pick up from where you stop. So that's the importance of adding value. And we talked about the importance of adding value. It brings in development, growth, and enhance unity, communal unity, family unity, and individual unity. And these are the certain things you need for growth and progress in our community. And so today, supporting the benefit of supporting your family has a lot to do with everyone putting in effort. And we are so critical about this because when you looked around, you see there are a lot of families. You have one person, for instance, being the breadwinner, and hence carrying a lot of burden for the entire family. So once this person is out of the system, the family goes back to zero square or zero level, and that's a huge problem facing by many families today. So it is highly imperative and important that we support one another. And how do we do that? It's all about capital development, human capacity development, which is very, very important and highly important in our community today. And then looking at the economic structure of the world entirely and within the Ngas land, the Ngas community, and how do we boost economic growth in our places, in our villages, in our towns. And so there must be diversity in building capacity or in supporting each and every member of the family. We're not just talking about a nuclear or extended family per se. We're talking about the Ngas clan directly in general. So it is important to note that everybody, in as much as this fellow is an Ngas by birth, by citizenship, naturally or originally, these are our family, and that's the perspective we have there, irrespective of whichever zone, whichever village you come from, either from Kanke or from Tanshin. As much as you're Ngas, you speak that Ngas tribe language, and that is what makes us family. And so wherever you find yourself and you meet your Ngas fellows, you should know that these are your families. So we're talking about how do you be able to support them? How are you able to build them up? How are you able to help them be better? Because theirs being better is another way of you getting ease. It's another way of you getting peace. It's another way of you building the community and then bringing development. And like yesterday we talked about wherever you may be, but then you come together in unity and build up yourself. Do you know the people down the village are going to be beneficiary of what you do out there, because these are what makes our community successful. Because when you succeed out there, you are bringing it down to your people, down to your village, and hence we have development. We made a certain example with the Igbo tribe of Nigeria. Yeah, we make example with the Igbo tribe of Nigeria, whereas they have a goal. Their youth, I was a witness to that. They have a goal to be able to build up or raise not less than 3,000 millionaires yearly. That's one of their goal and one of their vision and plan, and they've been achieving that even more than stipulated. So now, when you go to their villages, their what they call villages, you discover is what it is called a town in our own side. So it is highly important to note that this development or support, it's part of the things we need for our land to progress. So now, when you go to a chronic village in the east, you discover there is electricity, there is water supply, and then there's good road network, there's business booming up, and then it's like a system of handing over. Once this person is moving forward to the next level, he's picking up the other ones to train them ahead, and then it's like a cycle that keep rolling up, and these tribes are doing well in that aspect. Now, it's not a bad thing if we imbibe such structure within the Ngas clan or within the Ngas community, to be able to see how we can pull each other together and then support each other. And so it is important not to be selfish. And these are part of the stuffs that are declining or adding issues to our progress in our community. Yesterday we talked about the people, to the beneficiaries, being able to present themselves available and ready to be able to value whatever importance someone has placed on them, or whatever value someone has placed on them. And I believe we've dealt with that already. So, but it is highly imperative and important now that if you are putting value on someone and the person is taking it personally serious within himself or herself, it is now highly important that we now take away what we call greed. We now take away what we call pride, or we now take away what we call selfishness. You just want to be the only richest man in your family. You just want to be the only richest man in your clan, in your village, in your community, in the entire pension. You just want to be the only richest non-man. In the entire country, you just want to be the only richest non-man. You know, that's a huge burden you're adding to yourself. Indirectly, you may not know, because now we're looking at the reality. And so if any program should be activated, and you will be invited, you are going to be invited in all the villages or in all the local governments or in all the towns, you alone, and you have to attend because you are the only rich man. But supposedly there are other able hands, either you raised or have supported or have been raised in any angle or any area. It's going to be a diversified stuff, whereas you wouldn't just have to be on the surface all alone by yourself, but then there are able hands to be able to support you, and then we build up our community together. So it is important that we find people. I'm talking this especially to our Gazelite politicians, business moguls, and well-to-do Ngas sons and daughters far and near. There is that one life you will be able to bless, you will be able to change, and that single person will be able to change more than 10 or 20 or at most a lot of people that will be able to benefit from whatever blessings you have given to him in singular. And so when this person prospers, he prospers others people, and those other people at most prosper other people, and that's how the chain keep going. And then going back to our villages, we are making progress, we are making development. You see, the thatch style of roofs we are having in our villages will be changed, and to at least an aluminium type of roofing. And then road will be constructed at most. Electricity will now get to our villages. These are part of personal effort or developmental stride we can imbibe out of the government stuffs to be able to build ourselves, build our community, and support ourselves as a tribe and as a family. Now, if you are prioritizing your tribe, the Ngas tribe, to the global world, and that you want your Ngus tribe to be well known. We're having a good history, whether we like it or not, in Nigeria and the world or Africa at large. Ngus tribe is having a good reputation because in the history of Nigeria, we have our leader and our father, and the General Yakubu Gowon, who has represented the Ngus tribe in this country, in Africa, and the world at large. So that's a very beautiful reputation for the Ngus tribe now. A lot of people know about the Ngus tribe, but not in details as supposedly they should know. But now, if you are out there and you are making impact both home and abroad, there is that sensitivity that comes to a lot of people. Where is this guy from? Where is this person from? And people would like to get to know where you come from, and they know your tribe and how your kind of people in your region, and that attracts visitors. Somebody, perhaps you're in the US, for example, and you're doing well representing the Ngus tribe, and people will like, where is this guy from? I would like to meet your people. I would like to go to your place and see how your people behave, if they behave the way you do, or however it is. So our good conduct out there attracts visitors and to our places. And like I said yesterday, the Ngus land, in each of the Ngus land you go, you realize that the Ngus land is blessed with a lot of beautiful nature, beautiful sights, beautiful places, tourist centers, and we have a lot of unidentified artifacts of the Ngus tribe, of the Ngus culture, that has been long in existence, and some are even diminishing right now due to a lot of changes. But supposedly there are a lot of them that are still in place. And now, when we have tourists coming into our towns, our villages, to be able to explore the beauty of nature, because of your good conduct out there, that's what add up to the development of our community. And you discover they would like to take time, spend it, and then for every state they may have in that place, it's part of the concept of building businesses. Definitely, they're going to take in a hotel room to stay, and then they're going to patronize foodstuffs and a lot of businesses out there. So these are how we bring in investors to our places based on our good reputation out there. But then we're still on the point that don't just be the most successful man in your own village. Don't just be the most successful man in your own family. Don't just be the most successful man in the Ngus tribe, all by yourself and all alone. Yeah, kudos to all the leaders, the political leaders, the religious leaders, the individuals, and other cooperative business organizations and individuals that have made impact or are still making impact in the lives of our youth today. And I know of handful of many of our youth that has been transformed or have been blessed or their lives has been changed. We're talking about from grass to grace through willing support of some individuals from our Ngus tribe. And so, but we're emphasizing for the fact that we just have to do more. So if the Igbo youth will come out together and say, hey, we got to make up a plan and build up or raise up not less than 3,000 millionaires yearly. Just imagine in 20 years to come how their community is going to be. Yeah, this is one of the plan. I was part of the team that was recording that event, and that was the agreement. Not less than 3,000 millionaires yearly, and they've been achieving that. Now, do we have such goal? And if we have such plans and vision, how do we achieve it? It's not going to be like the NDA stuff or the NYM business all alone. No, it's going to be a collective business. And I'm supposedly, perhaps either through the umbrella of the NDA or the NYM, we're going to pull all the Ngus earlier and say, okay, how do we be able to achieve this goal? Let's raise at most 5,000 millionaires within the Ngus community. It's something that is possible, Everything is possible as much as we believe it. And so you must ask yourself and believe in yourself for the fact that I can be able to do it. And if this person have done it, we can be able to do it. If this tribe are doing it, we can be able to do it. And so in Nigeria, we have the Igbo tribe having the most numbers of millionaires today. Now, poverty is totally getting erased from their region gradually, I think to some good extent. And these add to the factors of this developmental stride they've imbibed. And so we can do something like this and pull all our businessmen and women, our politicians, our religious leaders, organizations and associations together and say, okay, hey, this is what we want to achieve too. We want to raise at most 5,000 millionaires yearly. And how can we be able to do that? Now we make divide based on the two local government of the Ngus tribe, and then looking at the district, the villages, and then how many people can be able to be handpicked from each villages or district, and then see how they get a lot of good orientation, business training, and then we support them. Because if you look critically what's happening back there in the village is the fact that a lot of our youth has nothing to do much than politics. That's not bad at all, you know. That's not bad. But what happened to someone who is destined to be a doctor? What happened to someone who is destined to be an engineer? What happened to someone who is destined to be a tailor? But because of lack of support and lack of building up the build up system that will be able to support individuals and family, you discover that everybody is just looking for the next easiest opportunity to be able to jump into. But then we have such industries, the other part of the industries will be dying silently, and then our people has to go to other tribe to be able to sew their clothes. Our people have to go to the other tribe to be able to fix their car, because our young men and our women and our youth, able youth who are supposed to be trained and respected and supported in being a mechanic. It's not a bad thing being a mechanic, you know, but the impression given to it sometimes make it look white. But if you look intently into it, they make the most money. Tailors makes the most money. You go to France today, one of the lucrative business in France is tailoring, fashion. And so people take it for granted. Is based on the impression given, and then the perception you have about whatever business you want to do. No matter how you see a barber barbing in a barbing salon, there are concepts to adding value to such business for which you'll be able to make a great earning from it. So it's all about giving them good orientation and then providing them the good resources and support to be able to build up themselves, supposedly. And so when we do that, you discover that one person will be able to add value to himself, to his family, and then to the community. And just like I said earlier from the beginning, if you make progress, perhaps you're in Port Harcourt and you're making progress in Port Harcourt, whatever you're doing, I believe you must bring it back to your village. You must bring it back to your people. And that is what we are emphasizing on. You pick up some people from your village and train them. Pick up some people from your local government and train them. And this is how the chain keep going, and we're making progress. And so you don't have to be the burden bearer in your family. You don't have to be the burden bearer in your town, in your village, or in your local government. So let's look. Sometimes it's good to make some comparison, you know, because it builds up a mindset of challenge that you just want to go beyond that level. And so when you look back to your village, comparing to the other place, you know, if you are living in a town, in an urban development area, that was a village before. That was a typical village full of bushes, grass, and all manner of rubbish. But someone make some thought and develop it out of plan. It was developed and built up. And so imagine you do the same in your own village. We're talking about Dubai, for instance. Dubai used to be a chronic desert, nothing less, nothing than poverty. But one man's vision transformed the whole of Dubai. The only thing you have was just the bank of sand. And do you know, supposedly today people are traveling to Dubai just to go and see the sand. because of the creative idea of one person. So we are still in the fact that if one person can be able to go and make a change in a particular place, it means you as well can also go and make a positive change in your village. You as well can go and make a positive change in your local government and in your town. Your local government is not as big and as bigger than Dubai. But if as big as Dubai is, one man can be able to transform it, it means your local government is a little bit much more easier for you to build it up and then make some changes. So let's look at it internally. I don't believe you have to be in politics to be able to make those changes we're talking about. I don't believe that. It's all about the zeal and the passion for growth and development you have for your land. So as long as you're an engaged person, wherever you are, think back. Think back. Sometimes we have someone will just die, and coming back to the village to bury that person, you discover it is a whole lot of stress because the roads are bad. And when they successfully get to whatever village it may be, they don't sleep there because it's not good or conducive for them to sleep or pass the night there. Most of our Ngasi like today, you discover that they've spent years and had never slept in their own villages. They hardly spend a night in their village. They only come around and show forth their face and turn back immediately. And so why is it happening so? Should it happen at such if there is development in that place, if there is the good road network, the electricity, and then everywhere is going well, and things are booming well, business are going fine? Yeah, we abandon the villages and turn up to the town and sleep in the town, but we don't sleep in our own villages. But it's not supposed to be so, you know. So you can make your village the city or the modern town or city you want it to be. You can make the most richest family in the Ngas community to be the most richest family. You can make the most poorest village in the Ngas community to be the most richest village. And we must appreciate those Ngas sons and daughters that are already making that impact. We're seeing it and we're appreciating them, and we're already getting in touch with most of them, and we're going to bring them on live sooner than later. So we will be able to hear from them and learn from them. Perhaps we have the zeal and the mind and the ability to do it, but then the starting factors is one of the challenges. So sometimes when someone shares from his or her own experience, we can be able to build up from there. And so subsequently in our live radio, we'll be having an interview with them, and then we share with them, they share with us their perspective and the ability to be able to start off something like that. And so if we're having at most in tens or 20s or up to 50 or at most 100 of these Ngas elite coming back to invest in the Ngas youth and to our community, villages and towns, you will discover that we'll be making some tremendous progress and changes to our land. And so these are part of the critical factors that we need for development and progress. Let's be able to look at, okay, coming back to talking about Kanke and Panshin. These are blessed local government, you know, most especially in the agricultural factors. They were well blessed because there are a lot of food production there, tomato production. Talking about the tomato production, why can't we set up a tomato manufacturing factory, whereas tomato can be converted to into a paste tomato and we export to other places, to other states? How about that? We export to other countries. Do you think it's not possible, or no single Ngas elite can be able to do that? So these are the factors we just have to look. We have the Muirpet called the olive oil. The olive oil, African olive oil. So supposedly this is highly medicinal, you know, highly medicinal, and this oil can be extracted, refined, purified, and be exported across the world. So when you set up these factories, when you set up these industries, You know who are going to be the workers or beneficiaries there? We are not importing people from somewhere to work in those factories or companies. We are going to have the Ngas youth working in those factories. And these are one ways we build capacity, we build family. When family is built, there is peace. When family is built, there is unity. When family is built, there is growth and progress. And so there are many things we can talk about in which, if carefully looked upon, can be able to create industries and companies that will be able to employ a lot of youth within the Ngas community. There are a lot of them. It's not just politics. Politics is not just the only way to make money, you know. There are many ways to earn money, and the Ngas land is blessed with all those stuffs. We have beautiful rocks, beautiful sharp sands. These are materials that are used to produce some of the ceramic tiles we're having in broken cup and plate. And so if if we're given a lot of priority to some of these natural resources that the Ngas community or Ngas land is having, you will discover that a lot of development will come in, and then a lot of people will get something to do within the Ngas tribe. People, Ngas youth doesn't have to travel out there to other places to find a living. People will be tripping into our community to earn a living. And you know, when people are coming in, it's like people are coming to invest. People are coming to help us develop our land through our own mindset, through our own initiatives. So these are factors that are necessary for building of a family. So we're still talking about the benefit of supporting family, the benefit of supporting family, and we're talking about the Ngas tribe as a family as a whole. So anywhere you find an Ngas person, that's your family, you know. That's your family. You don't have any family elsewhere rather than your Ngas fellow being with you wherever you may be. And so we're looking at what impact are you making in his life. And then talking about is because it's a vice versa stuff, you know. It's a vice versa stuff. It's either you bless the person or the person blessed you, or you both are blessing each other in one way or the other, because though you may have much than the party B, but then when you give and the person get blessed, it returns back to you in some way out. And so these are factors that we must look into carefully. And in Ngas TV, we are so committed to seeing that our tribe's progress. The Ngas tribe is being projected to the whole world as one of the best tribes, not just in Nigeria or Africa, but in the entire world. And like I said earlier on, Ngas tribe has already established a good reputation in this country, in Africa, and the world at large. And through our good sons and daughters that are representing the tribe very well. Today we have a lot of Ngas people in diverse industries and places, or government parastatals that are doing well. Even in the politics, we have Ngas sons and daughters representing very well. In the business side, we have a lot of them, and in different angles, we have a lot of them. So it is important that we be able to utilize every opportunity to see, and not just to be selfish to ourselves. What you have is for you alone. No, it is supposed to bless other people. Bless your family and bless everyone around you, and most especially be a blessing to the Ngas community. And so we're appreciating you for staying tuned with us today again. We're hoping to bring in a new guest to be able to share up from these experiences we're talking about, and more ways to be able to add value to our culture and our tribe. You must preach the Ngas tribe everywhere you go. You must preach the Ngas culture everywhere you go. This is what made us, and that is who we are. Yesterday I talked about something critical. I said it is not by choice that we became Ngas. It is not a negotiation. It is not a decision. It is something that God orchestrated it divinely, and you are born into the Ngas clan. And it's a beautiful thing, you know. You should be proud of yourself for being an Ngas, because the Ngas people are well known to be amazing people, talented people. And I'm making some research, and I get to find out that the Ngas people are one of the most hardworking tribe in Nigeria, and very dedicated. You hardly hear an Ngas person giving up. No, we don't have that giving up spirit. we have the capacity and the mindset to be able to achieve or attain whatever height we want to attain. So shout out to you all for staying tuned. I'm proud to see a lot of people viewing from different parts of the world. Even the non-Ngas are watching. We're proud to have you on Gas TV. Do like, share, comment, and send us a message as much as you can, and share your thoughts and ideas to us. And we're looking forward to bringing you in one of our platform or series to be able to share your insight as well. Keep supporting the Ngas TV, keep preaching the Ngas tribe, and nice to have you. Until tomorrow, I still remain Alexis Nenchin Giamgas 1. Thank you and remain blessed. See you next time.